Hi, Rob here at the Rack Shop. Today we are going to take another look at the JayLow. We actually have a tabletop video of this product. If you want to see that one, you can link to the link in the description below as more of the specifications. This video is going to be more on actually loading the kayak onto the JayLow. So here we've got one of the JayLows right in front of us in its vertical position. So if you wanted to use this for a secondary boat, this is the orientation that you'd need it. Otherwise, you lean it back and that's how you're going to carry your boat. So we'll just go over some quick details on this. Again, if you want to see the other video with more details, link in the description below. But you've got your mounting hardware on the bottom. So you twist this knob and that'll clamp down onto your crossbar. So it fits pretty much any bar on the market. Round bar, square bar, arrow bars, most factory bars, Yakima's HD truck bars. So a lot of different fitments on this, but what's really nice about the JayLow, you can use it for two boats and it does fold flat. So this is really great because you can leave them up on top and you know, maybe during the week you're not going kayaking, but you don't want to take them on and off all the time. So just leave that down when you're ready to go boating, get that in place and you're ready to go. And one reason you can do that is because you can add Yakima's SKS lock cores to this. So once this is tight, you can add cores and then it's locked to your bars and nice and secure. So it'll be there on the weekend when you're ready to use it. But it's got this ramp here to help with loading. Just really good quality overall. But yeah, let's get to it. So we've already got one installed and we'll go ahead and go through the process of installing this one and then getting the boat up on top. So yeah, here we go. So take this unit. I've already got the hardware loose. So go to the crossbars. Oh, not loose enough. There we go. Spin that hardware tight. And you do want to make sure you get it aligned with the other unit. So just go ahead. You can measure it out. Usually you can eyeball it pretty accurately. So we're just going to tighten that up. I find it helps if you pull out the excess and then you can kind of fling that knob and quickly spin it tight. Okay, so there you go. So now if you had locks, you put the key in, lock it, and then the unit's locked to the car. All right, so getting the boat to the roof. Before you do that, once these units are installed, find it easier to go ahead and get your strap. I've done it on the back one already. Go ahead and get it through the loop. It's gonna be a lot easier to reach without the kayak in your way if you do this now. So go ahead and then bring the buckle out. Just go ahead and kind of tack that strap into the buckle. And then you can kind of just fling this and set it out of the way. So that buckle has a rubber boot on it to help prevent scratching to the vehicle. And then the next step, I find it easier to do it this way, especially if you're vertically challenged. Once the kayak's up on the roof, it may be hard to get to this part of the boat. So they give you these straps, these little loops, and you're gonna use these for your balancer and tie downs. And what you would do is tie it to the handle or to the front and back of the boat. So it just loops in. I'll show you here. So you got a loop, buckle, so it goes in the handle. Pretty simple. But again, it's easier if you do it now than if you wait. Okay. Okay. So those are in place. We got our straps ready to go. So now we'll need to lift the boat. So with this, you do need to make sure you're able to get the boat lifted up above you. And we're a little limited here on space. Otherwise, I'd say put yourself between the car and the boat. So when you're lifting it, you're not bringing it up on the side of the vehicle and scratching and causing damage. But again, we are a little limited on space, so we'll just have to be super careful. So go ahead and pull it away from the car slightly. And let's get to it. So I've got some handles on my kayak here. Let's see, find which way it's gonna be the strongest for me. All right. All right, now we got the boat in the air, and you want to find the center, the balance point, so you can balance it over your head. Okay, so from here, so this works out as far as how tall it is and how I can manage this boat. I can just kind of rest it and then let it fall into place. If it's up higher or you're shorter, you can actually lift it the other way and kind of angle it up to where it hits these ramps and then kind of falls into place. But here it's very easy for me to just kind of go bloop and drop that in. Seats and accessories, you want to remove those. I mean, it's not going to fly anywhere. It's not going to affect, on this particular boat, how it rides. It is going to be noisy, and these do tend to unclip easy. Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to Waterways. Waterways Austin, it's a new kayak shop in town. Pretty close to the shop. Go talk to Matt there if you need any kayaks or kayak accessories. Really good guy, and seemed like a really cool shop, so check them out. Waterways Austin. All right, back to loading. So boat's pretty steady, sturdy where it's at. Let's get it secured. So we'll get the straps. So now we have straps here, and what we can do is fling it over the top. All right. Okay, and just kind of work it to where the strap's on the top of that hoop. And from there, we're gonna go ahead, separate the two straps and get our buckle up nice and high, basically where you want it to end. And then you take your opening strap, run that behind the tower. It's very important you run it under the tower and not the ramp, because that ramp's not designed to hold that strap. You want it behind the tower so it doesn't slip out. You don't want it on the end of the bar because that could slip out. Behind the tower is good and safe. So from here, we'll take that strap, feed it through the bottom of that cam buckle, bring out the excess, and then pull it down nice and firm. And then there are little clips included to help with bundling up the excess. If you don't have that or not using them, like we're not here, we just bunched it up and then just kind of tied a knot around. Just do it again. And that usually holds it pretty good. So we'll do the same for the back. Okay, got it on the hoop. We'll go ahead and take the excess out. Get our buckle where we want it. Strap behind the tower. Feed it through the bottom of the buckle. Take out all the slack. And then secure it nice and tight. Now the excess, bunch it up. And tie it off. Okay, so actually right now the boat is super secure. We see how in sync it is with the car, but we're not done yet. So you do want to do the front and back, the bow and stern. Now a lot of people ask, do I need to do this? Blanket statement, yes, they recommend it, so we're gonna recommend it. Does everybody do it? No, everybody does not do it. But you know, just be super safe out there, guys, and use common sense. All right, so we've got our bow and stern tie downs. One end has a hook and a little rubber sleeve. The other end is open. Your hook is gonna go onto the vehicle, and this open end is gonna go into that buckle that we've already pre-installed. And again, if you are a little bit on the shorter side, you can actually install this in onto the strap while it's on the ground. Again, making it that much easier to install it. But for us, it's pretty easy to get to. So we'll go ahead and install this on the buckle. And then as far as installing it onto the vehicle, that's gonna be a tough one. A lot of vehicles nowadays don't have exposed tow hooks or places to connect your strap to, or if they do, they're really tucked underneath and honestly pretty difficult to get to. Most cars are buttoned up though for aerodynamics. You gotta get the fuel mileage, right? But Yakima does offer these accessories. They're little hood anchors. They come in a set of 2, I believe. So if you want, you use one for the front and one for the back. The way it works, you open up the hood or trunk or hatch, slide this in, close the hood, leaving this strap exposed. So it just gives you a really super convenient way to tie down your bow and stern. This car happens to have a hitch on the back, and it has a safety chain loop, so we'll just connect to that. But I'll just show you how to install this. It's pretty straightforward. First, you pop the hood. All right, and then you want to find a cavity, a place where it's not going to get touching any of the engine moving, any of the moving components, or affect the way it connects to the vehicle. All right, there we go. So we'll go ahead and take our hook, connect it to the strap, and this rubber sleeve, you can actually slide that. So if it was hooking underneath, you can reposition this sleeve to where wherever the strap's going to connect the contact the vehicle, you put that sleeve in, and it helps protect the vehicle. Okay. So we'll just pull that taut, and then we'll go ahead and do the same for the rear. Okay. Okay, so that one's taut. We'll go ahead and double check this one. That feels pretty good. So again, we just like to bundle it up as close to the buckle as you can. Quick little knot. Do it again. And that's usually pretty good. So there you have it. Your boat's now secure and ready to go. So yeah, that's not going anywhere. So while it all is secure and tight, you definitely do want to make sure you read the manual and make sure you observe the limitations. And of course, you know, this is going to affect the way the vehicle drives, especially on a super windy day. So be careful out there, use your best judgment. If it's super windy, super stormy, pull over, don't go out with this. You know, it'll probably be fine, but just use your best judgment and be safe. But yeah, there you go. That's the Yakima JayLow, and loading the kayak. To unload it, it's just everything in reverse. Taking the kayak off, you can actually just kind of let it fall and catch it and then lower it, so it's not too bad. But yeah, if you have any more questions, click the links in the description below. Feel free to reach out to us. And we've had plenty of these in stock right now, so perfect for summer. I think these have free shipping as well, so click the link in the description. That'll take you to our website where you get all the details, pricing, and easy ordering. So that's it for this one. But like always, thanks for watching.